What if protecting your privacy started not with another app, but with owning less tech? We live surrounded by glowing devices that promise convenience and connection. Every gadget logs, syncs, and talks to services you never see. That noise costs more than time. It creates privacy leaks, update chores, and mental clutter. Today, we shrink the mess without quitting the internet. I'll show a clear plan to cut risk, keep the useful, and reclaim focus, starting with a simple mindset shift that changes everything about security. Digital minimalism isn't anti-tech, it's intentional tech. Think of your digital life like a toolbox. Keep the hammer you use. Discard the dozen rusty tools you never touch. Each abandoned app or dormant account is a hole in the toolbox where data leaks out. We'll define what earns a place in your kit and what gets tossed. First, let's look at how owning less actually reduces how attackers can reach you. Every device and account expands your attack surface, tech speak for how many ways you can be reached. Smart bulbs, cameras, and forgotten apps are tiny entry points. Each one needs updates and good settings. Miss one and a breach may start there. Statistics show breaches often rely on simple misconfigurations and reused passwords. So fewer endpoints means fewer weak links. Up next, 3 specific risk drivers that make owning less smarter. Driver 1, device sprawl. Every smart speaker, camera, and thermostat is a little computer. Driver 2, account proliferation. People accumulate dozens of accounts that sit idle but still store data. Driver 3, update fatigue. When you own too much, you stop updating and attackers win. These 3 forces multiply risk quickly. In the next scene, we'll explore how fewer devices tangibly cut data streams and leak points. Ask yourself how many devices actually add value. 1 phone and 1 computer usually cover most needs. Extra gadgets often gather diagnostics and location data even when idle. That data becomes a product to sell or a target for hackers. Choosing fewer, well-maintained devices reduces tracking and the chance of leaks. Next, accounts. Why each login is a liability and how to prune them without regret. Every account holds identifiers: email, name, phone, sometimes payment data. Even dormant accounts can surface in a breach. Password reuse spreads damage across services. The average person accumulates many logins over years. The solution isn't paranoia, it's pruning. Delete accounts you no longer use and stop hoarding logins. I'll explain a practical deletion habit and tools that speed the process. Coming next. Start with an inventory. List every device and account you own. Include phones, laptops, TVs, smart bulbs, game consoles, routers, and email addresses. Ask, do I use this weekly? Does it serve a meaningful purpose? If the answer is no, retire it. This simple list forces decisions and creates momentum. In the next scene, we'll build a compact core kit you can actually secure well. Choose a core kit: 1 primary phone, 1 primary computer, maybe a tablet or e-reader if it adds real value, and 1 TV with privacy settings checked. Everything else is on probation. For smart home gear, keep essentials only and disable microphones and cameras if they aren't required. This reduces updates and data flows. Next, let's talk about actually closing old accounts and why deleting matters more than uninstalling an app. Deleting an app leaves data on servers. Deleting an account removes your profile and often personal data. Use deletion portals and follow through. Prioritize accounts with payment info or sensitive details. Unsubscribe from newsletters you never read and consolidate emails so critical accounts use a single protected address. Doing this reduces the number of targets attackers can hit. Up next, how to lock down the tools you decide to keep. Lock down your essentials with multi-factor authentication. Prefer app-based authenticators or hardware keys over SMS. Where supported, adopt passkeys for phishing resistance. Use one reputable password manager and learn it well. Unique passwords stop a single breach from spreading. These basics block the most common attack paths. Next, we'll prune apps and adjust permissions so your phone shares only what it must. Delete apps you haven't opened in 30 days. For the rest, revoke unnecessary permissions: location, mic, camera, contacts, Bluetooth. On desktop, pick a privacy-first browser and add only one or two trusted extensions like an ad or tracker blocker. Each permission removed is a closed window to your data. This makes your digital life quieter and safer. Next, we'll cover storage, backups, and why simplicity matters there too. Simplify storage by picking one encrypted backup destination you control. Use full disk encryption on your devices and test restores quarterly. Avoid multiple overlapping cloud accounts that multiply exposure. If you need redundancy, use an encrypted external drive plus one trusted cloud provider and keep backups tidy. Simple storage means fewer places your data can leak from. Next up, notifications, small changes with a big calm payoff. Turn off non-essential notifications. Keep calls, texts, and calendars. Mute everything else. Use Do Not Disturb or focus modes during work and sleep. Disable autoplay and infinite scroll where possible. These steps reduce constant cognitive interruptions and sharpen attention. That clarity also helps you spot phishing and odd behavior. Coming next, if you keep smart devices, how to segment your home network to limit damage. If you keep IoT devices, put them on a guest Wi-Fi network separate from your main devices. Change the router's default password and keep its firmware updated. Segmentation contains breaches, so your laptop and phone stay isolated from a compromised smart bulb. These small network changes drastically reduce blast radius. Next, we'll explore swapping some digital habits for analog alternatives that cut data trails and improve mental space. Replace some digital tasks with analog tools, a paper notebook for to-dos, a wall calendar for family schedules, books and board games for entertainment. Analog options create fewer digital traces and give your brain real rest. People often report better sleep and deeper focus after these swaps. Minimalism is about choices, not punishment. Next, a simple 4-question test to decide what stays and what goes. Your return on privacy check. Use a return on privacy framework to evaluate tech. Ask, does it deliver meaningful utility often? How much sensitive data does it collect? What happens if it's breached? How much maintenance does it require? Keep tools with high utility and low data footprint. Everything else must justify staying. This simple rubric makes tough choices painless. Next, I'll walk you through a 7-day plan that turns these ideas into real action. Day 1. Inventory devices and accounts. Day 2. Update key passwords and enable MFA. Day 3. Delete 20 unused apps. Day 4. Close 10 old accounts. Day 5. Smart home triage and guest network setup. Day 6. Permission and notification sweep. Day 7. Enable encryption, test backups, and turn on automatic updates. Follow this plan and you'll see concrete calm in a week. Next, when adding tech actually helps your security. Minimalism isn't anti-tool. Sometimes adding one thing reduces overall risk. Consider a hardware security key for critical accounts, a password manager to stop reuse, a reputable VPN on untrusted networks, or a privacy-focused browser with a couple of extensions. The rule: add only when it clearly improves security or simplicity, and when you will maintain it. Next, a short real-life before and after that shows these ideas in action. Advanced moves: use browser profiles to sandbox tracking. Audit data exports annually. Monitor breaches for your main email, and disable ad personalization in settings. Keep a monthly tech sunset habit. Retire one app or device each month. These habits keep your footprint small over time without drama. They scale better than one-off purges. In the next scene, I'll give a compact mid-video recap and a quick call to action you can start today. Recap: inventory your devices and accounts. Pick a core kit. Delete dormant accounts. Enable MFA, prove apps, simplify backups, tame notifications, and segment IoT. Start the 7-day declutter and add only tools that reduce complexity or meaningfully improve security. These steps shrink your attack surface and give you more calm. Ready for a final nudge and a few common questions people ask before they commit? Common questions. Is this realistic for families? Yes. Use shared rules and segment the network. Will fewer devices improve security? Generally, yes. Less to patch and fewer breach points. Do you still need a VPN? maybe on public Wi-Fi, but home safety depends more on updates and MFA. These practical answers help you adapt minimalism to real life. Next, a final push. One small habit to start right after this video. Start one habit today. Pick the 5 apps you use least and delete them. Then, turn on MFA for your email and banking. That single afternoon of work shaves risk and gives immediate calm. Repeat monthly with a tech sunset habit to keep momentum. Minimalism isn't a single purge. It's a steady practice that protects privacy and restores focus. In the final scene, I'll summarize your simple next steps and invite you to join the conversation. Your simple next steps: inventory devices and accounts. Pick your core kit. Enable MFA and unique passwords. Delete unused apps and schedule weekly update checks. Keep backups encrypted and segment IoT. Practice a monthly tech sunset. These steps reduce exposure and give back time and attention. If you want deeper templates or the 7-day checklist, comment below and I'll pin resources. Now, one quick final thought before we wrap up. Final thought: privacy and calm don't come from hoarding tools. They come from choices. A leaner digital life makes security realistic and gives your brain space to notice threats. Minimalism amplifies the basics that actually stop attackers. Updates, MFA, unique passwords, and fewer endpoints. Make one change this week and watch small wins compound. Ready to start? I'll show how to keep momentum in the pinned guide. If this helped, delete 5 unused apps today and tell us which ones in the comments. Like and subscribe for a pinned 7-day checklist and deeper templates.